All right, everybody, this is Ralph back again with another video. This is a topic that was suggested by a tool that I use called vidIQ. The topic is how my boss inspired me to become an entrepreneur. And it's not like, my boss was my mentor or anything. It's not like I was going into work and my boss would take me under his wing and say, "Hey, Ralph, you ought to become your own person. You need to become a big bad entrepreneur because there's a lot of money to be made and a lot of independence. And you got to really get out there and grab life by the horns and go for the gusto and stuff like that." No, with me, it didn't work that way. With me, my boss was kind of a jerk. Didn't take me under his wing. It was the kind of a situation where I would go into work every day hating my job. And all of my coworkers, too, hated their job. And this culture of hating your job went from the bottom all the way up to the top. And my boss, who inspired me to become an entrepreneur, I talked to him a little bit. I mean, he had an open door policy because that's the way the company told him to run things. He really didn't have much say-so in how he ran the store. And he had an open door policy, and we would go in there with our complaints, and he did a really good job of sitting there, looking concerned, acting like he was actually listening to what we had to say. And I think sometimes he actually was listening to what we had to say. And then he would just shake his head and then groan and just say, "Guys, I hear what you're saying, but there's really nothing I can do to change things." He was under orders by his boss, the top area manager, to run the store a certain way. And if he were to go against those orders, there was a very strong likelihood that he would get fired. And my boss, he hated his job, but he was earning six figures a year doing that job, and he didn't want to run the risk of getting his tail fired. But he did a very good job of sitting in his office and listening and acting concerned. But after seeing this, after going into work every day for a couple of years and just learning to hate my job more and more each day, hanging around coworkers that hated their jobs and talking to a boss that even hated his job, made me think, isn't there a better way to earn a living? There has got to be a better way than this to earn a living. And that's when I started racking my brain to kind of try to figure out how I could work my own business from my own home. At that time, I had no clue what an entrepreneur was. I hadn't read any books at that time by Robert Kiyosaki or anybody else, but I just felt deep in my gut that there had to be something better for me out there, a better way to earn money, and I wanted to find it quickly. By the time I turned my attention to being an entrepreneur, to running my own business, to building my own company, I was already in my 50s. And I knew I didn't have much time ahead of me. I had some pretty good years behind me, but who knows how many more years I had ahead of me. So I knew I had to get started if I was going to do it. And so I started my own lawn care business and picked up a few clients in my local neighborhood, picked up a few clients on my way to my main job. And my clients were happy with the way that I mowed their lawn. And so for the spring, summer, and even into the fall, I had some money coming in from my own business. And I was running my own business, my lawn care service, while working the job that I hated under my boss that hated his job too. And eventually, after about a year, about a year, maybe a year and a half, I was confident enough that I could generate enough income from my home-based business to where I could talk to my boss one last time and tell him so long. And that's what I did. And the way that my boss inspired me to become an entrepreneur was by showing me what happened when you rose to the top in that company. Not very good things. I mean, yes, he had a good income. He was pretty well set. But man, when you go into work and everybody hates their jobs, including upper management, middle management, and the lower peons, you know that's a bad situation to be in. You know that's not a company that you want to grow with, and you know you've got to find something better. So that's how my boss inspired me to become an entrepreneur, by really being honest and just saying, look, if you want my job, you can have it because it sucks. And yeah, I could tell that he really hated what he did, but I mean, he was stuck. And I couldn't see myself working my tail off in that company to be stuck in the same way he was. I would rather work my tail off to build my own company doing something that I loved, something that would give me a reason to get out of bed every morning, looking forward to the day ahead, and not just dragging my feet, moaning and regret, thinking I've got to report to this job that I hate. Now, I did that for too many years. So I've decided it was time for me to create my own business doing something that I loved. And I've been evolving in that pursuit ever since. I fired my boss about 13, 14 years ago. And over that course of time, I've gone from lawn care to online marketing to making money online. And right now I'm in affiliate marketing, promoting an offer that pays 80% recurring commissions and teaches me how to be a better entrepreneur. If you'd like to take a look at what I do by way of home-based business, check out my affiliate link, ralphshomebiz.com, and that link will be in the program description down below. But if you are working a job that you hate, and if you had some similar experiences like I have, and you found that even the people up above you, even your boss, your managers, find out that even they hate their jobs, and you're looking for a better way, I encourage you to look. And don't stop looking until you find it. And again, if you want to take a look at what I do, I love what I do. Take a look and see if it appeals to you too. So, this is Ralph signing out. Thank you for dropping by. Catch you in future updates. Have a great one. Bye-bye. As always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe.